Hi, everyone. Rosie and Bill here with comedian Tammy Pescatelli. Tammy, we understand you're going to be performing at a venue close to us in the Philadelphia suburbs. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, well, thank you for having me. I'm back on your show and back on stage November 9th in Pottstown at SoulJoel's, which is always very hard to say. I said it's Soul Joel. And I know they thought the alliteration was good, but I always feel like I have some kind of speech impediment when I say it. I would literally pay them to take the L off. Soul Joe.
I think a lot of people inadvertently just kind of do that anyway.
Sure.
Yeah, because it makes it a little easier. So, Tammy, here's a question I have for you because Rosie and I have had the pleasure of seeing you live in addition to having you on the show. And we're looking forward to seeing you again on November 9th. But for those unfortunate few who maybe haven't had a chance to come see you perform live, if they come to Soul Joel's, and I encourage them to do so on November 9th in Pottstown, what can they expect to see and experience at a Tammy Pescatelli show?
Well, I'll say this. If you come see my show, it's not for the faint of heart. Now, I'm not saying I'm dirty. I'm usually probably right around that middle PG-13 adult. And when I say adult, I'm not talking about showing your tatas and talking about that stuff. I'm saying we're grown-ups and we talk about grown-up things. I'm a veteran comic. I'm 30 years in this game. I was being a woman on stage before people were talking about being a woman on stage. I was pregnant before the moms were allowed to do their specials pregnant. I grew up in a crazy Italian family when you just kept all your secrets inside. So we just talk about what I'm going through. I don't need the crazy hecklers. Okay. That's what I don't need. My family is crazy enough, and I will talk about them for your amusement. So if you're drunk or if you feel like you think you need to participate, find another comic. But this comic in this show, you're going to laugh if you let yourself, as long as you're not too sensitive.
Well, and I'll tell you what, Tammy, just so you know, and for anybody out there that was even thinking remotely of being a heckler, I'm going to be there. And I used to be a bouncer and I still work out.
Wow, good for you. I, though, don't usually need someone to be thrown out simply because I grew up with this nose in an Italian family. And I've been heckled since I was about 10. So I don't need, you can't, that's how I became a comic because my
Yeah.
brothers and I, like, we used to physically fight. That's how I grew up in those kind of rough and tumble days, but they got stronger and faster, but could never outrun my mouth. So when strangers think they're going to take the show from me, they got another thing coming.
I love it.
Folks, I'll tell you what, Tammy just described in great detail what you can expect to see, and I promise it's going to be a blast. We are looking forward to seeing it. We're looking forward to seeing you there. So Saturday, November 9th, Soul Joel's. Ooh, I said it.
You said it. You did it.
That communications degree comes in handy every now and then.
I'm
Pottstown, Pennsylvania. Be there.
going to write it down. Hold on. This way I know because I can't say it correctly, but I sure can spell it. Soul Joel's.
All right, November 9th. We'll see you there.
All right. Well, it was good to talk to you guys. So I appreciate it. Hey, Cardi B does it. Why can't I?